Welcome to Burning Hammer Wrestling, your favorite bi-weekly wrestling podcast. My name is Seth. This is my buddy Dave over here.
What is it? It's from this side.
This is what we do. We talk about wrestling every couple weeks, you know what I mean? If you'd like to support us and you enjoy the show, well, even if you don't enjoy the show, go support us anyway at shop.clearshotstudios.com and grab some of our cool merch, you know what I mean? I enjoy it personally.
Yeah, I do too.
I wear some of it. I'm a mark for my own show.
Yeah, what do they call that? A jabroni?
Yeah, like a dumbass. Yeah.
J-brones. When you wear your own bullshit. I love it.
But wrestlers do it, so
yeah.
You watch Roman come in with those OTC shirts.
They all wear their own shit every single time they're on camera.
So obviously, first off, the big thing was AEW Redemption. I think that was the biggest thing that happened over the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
SummerSlam's coming up. That's this weekend.
Yeah.
It's a shame we did this show, timeline wise. It's a shame that it falls before, but
it's okay.
It is what it is. Redemption was cool, dude. I think we always talk about how like AEW's pay-per-views are like very good.
They're always crazy.
They're always very good. This was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't feel like it was as good as some of the recent
crazy
shows.
show they've ever had, but it was fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed, so the first match was that ladder match, and that was pretty wild. And ladder matches now, it always feels like people are trying to one-up shit, and like there's only so much you can really do with a ladder, though. So you kind of have to sort of get creative with some of these things. But some of the spots are always cool. Like, I don't know, when they bridge a ladder and try and send somebody through it.
For sure. That
like
shit's
a Canadian
fucking
destroyer.
Crazy.
Some of that shit is really cool.
I feel like with ladder matches.
How long has the ladder match been around? Like when was the first one?
It had to have been. So Edge and Christian were the chairs guys. The Hardys were the ladders guys. Mm-hmm. And then Bubba Ray and Devon were the tables guys. And I'm pretty sure they all had matches based around that shit. Maybe not the chairs. In the immediate lead up to TLC 1. But the first ladder match ever is not going to be
the first recorded wrestling ladder match.
I mean, the first one we all hear about is Shawn and Razor at WrestleMania 10?
Yeah. Well, it says the first ladder match in WWE history was in 92.
Technically Brett and Shawn.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on a major show, unfortunately. Can you imagine if Brett and Shawn had the first ladder match ever? Ever on TV and it was at WrestleMania 10 instead of with Razor?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, ladder matches are always wild, but like I said, you kind of have to innovate. Like you kind of have to do things that are creative.
Well, think about the stuff that Razor and Shawn did in that first one there for WWF. If you go back and watch that now, you're like, this is not even really that crazy.
Well, the stipulation is
though.
Just like it was less of a hardcore match.
Yes.
The stipulation isn't meant to be a hardcore match. It's meant to be, you have to climb the fucking ladder. You have to incapacitate your opponent to climb the ladder.
Yep.
And that was the idea originally, of course. But then it just became a hardcore match with the ladder.
Crazy. And a 20-foot ladder. Mm-hmm. And guys bridging through ladders on the turnbuckles and on a post, stop in the middle of it and shit, and swinging on them and shit.
And hanging from the belt or the contract or whatever.
Oh, man.
You can do a lot of cool shit with it. But I thought Mike Bailey was the right choice here. To win this thing, because he gets that contract for the Intercontinental or the International title.
International. Yeah.
I always want to say Intercontinental when that comes to that.
I get it, and it's kind of treated like it is what it is. But that's fine.
They just can't call it that.
They can't call it that because of WWE, but they can call it, or they can still treat it like it's that.
It's the minor
second
title
in command belt. Yeah. It's the workers' title.
Nick
so
Wayne was great in that match too.
Yeah,
he took
good.
some
I thought everybody
fucking-
was good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. Yeah,
Yeah, but Bailey is just he's
Speedball's
extraordinary. I'm very, very high on Speedball.
I'm actually
I'm
like,
high on Speedballs. That sounds weird out of context. I'm very excited to watch Mike Bailey.
yeah. Let me start that one over.
Oh man,
Osprey and Mox
yeah,
against the
Yep.
Bucks. Good match too.
Good match. Yep.
It was actually a good way to start the show. Was like these first 3 matches were really like hard hitters.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
they tend
Fast
to
paced.
do that. Yeah, they tend to do that. Like start strong.
And I feel like
Sometimes they start too strong. AEW does.
Yeah, the Mox and Osprey match versus the Bucks was also wicked fast paced and nonstop, dude.
Yeah, of course.
And
Well, yeah. I mean,
and I'm just so happy to see the Bucks right now just doing. They're a tag team and they're just doing like consistent maxed out tag work.
I would have liked to see them play with
Like big storylines are cool. Don't
like-
get it twisted.
I liked when
But-
I like when they're goofier too.
Yeah,
You know.
me too. I like to see them as a tag team, facing the best tag teams in the world around the titles, because they're just very believable, and nobody's seeing that the Bucks are in contention for the tag titles and going, these guys.
Yeah, like
they're going, one of the best tag teams in the world.
Yeah, like
Shocker.
it's kind of just like an undeniable thing. Yeah.
And they can still do all that stuff. It's so crazy to think they've been around a long time now, being talked about as the best tag team that has never been a major player in WWE.
Yeah, it's like when the thing you're criticized
But
for
they're
the
where
most,
they need to be.
They're criticized, I think, the most for just being super kick guys. But it's like,
What?
dude,
I
that's
did
your
watch
that's
them,
their
though.
gimmick, though. It's the
And
whole
watch their timing and their synchronicity with everybody else and what's going on, and the body control and some of the moves they do, like the Meltzer driver or whatever, right? I don't even know what they call it now, but with the fucking jump up, one guy jumps up and springboard front flips into a fucking catch on the fucking bomb. You know what I mean? Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah, some teams just work really well as a tag team. Like they understand the fluidity of it,
and their timing is just impeccable.
And they like know where the other guy's gonna be. And
Always.
they're just like in sync, you know. And that's where like sometimes the art of tag wrestling is lost.
Like
at least today.
How many tag team matches that are some of the best you'll ever see do those guys have to keep having with every tag team they come up against?
It's like,
for you to realize that they're the reason.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like I just think that tag, we've talked about it a bunch, but
there's almost no tag
showcased.
situation in WWE, and in AEW there's a maxed out tag division, but even still the tag division in AEW is not quite showcased as much as it could be. But it's way back. It's so much more than WWE.
But the more you
WWE,
allow,
you look at and you're like, what is even going on?
Well, yeah. But the more you allow tag matches to take place, the more synergy these guys have on screen.
And giving them major spots. Like, when's the last time we saw a tag match for the tag titles?
Yeah.
Main event a pay-per-view?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It doesn't happen. And you'll never see that in WWE.
Yeah.
They will just laugh their asses off at that idea.
But that's the thing is you're never
in
gonna,
AEW,
you're never going to have
see that.
You're never going to be able to develop tag teams to that point where, like, if you don't give them the time, they won't be able to do that. So it's like, if you don't give them the reps, they're never going to be a main event.
You actually have to have your programming have a, like, that thing where it's like you have these belts and each belt's storyline has to take up a certain segment of each week. You can even do that. Like having 2 shows is the best way to do it, because then you can go on this show. We're going to do, say, the world title storyline, and then the guys getting ready to face for the Intercontinental title So you have an A tier and a B tier, which the B tier is people competing for chances at the A tier. And then the A tier is the storylines and the segments around the belts.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the difference right now is so you have WWE who has like a brand structure where they just do a draft and split them into two different shows.
Yeah.
But AEW feels like they really have Dynamite. Then underneath it is Collision. Then you have like Ring of Honor tier shit.
And
so it's tiered in that way versus main roster.
That's right. And you can have Dynamite even just be all the A tier in the 4 categories. So like tag, women, IC, or secondary, primary, right? And you can do it for all 4. And then have Rampage be the B tier of all 4 of those same things, where you have a tag segment or Collision. Yeah, not Rampage.
Used to be Rampage.
Yeah, Collision. You have a tag segment. That's the teams competing that are going to try to be going after the belts, right? And then you do that same thing for all 4 segments. And then on Ring of Honor, you do the same thing for the Ring of Honor belts.
That's the thing is what I like what they do, because with Ring of Honor, you can go like, hey, you guys are coming up to Collision this week or whatever. And then it just happens and no one asks any questions about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like NXT where it's like almost this like ceremonial thing where it has to take place for them to become a part of the main roster.
It's like a big deal when they get called up.
Yeah. Like Collision last week had the Outrunners in Dalton Castle.
Yep.
Against like Orange Cassidy.
Ring of Honor guys, but they're and that's part of AEW's strategy. I do too. I think they're ready.
Should be on
but it's part of AEW's consistent strategy these days of how do you get guys up there and get them the experience? You put them up there once in a while.
Sure.
So you have Ring of Honor guys that are good on Ring of Honor. And then every once in a while you bring them up and put them in other places on your tiered shows.
You know what it does too is it creates this illusion that your roster, well, their roster is huge, but it creates this massive roster
where you never know who you're going to get.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
And they don't have them walking in with coffee at the beginning of the show, so you still don't know what match you're going to get.
Thank God, yeah.
You know, like that's the cool thing about what AEW does.
AEW right now feels like it is.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
Doing so much right, and it has really found a balance of how to get all this stuff operating on the same page to where it just feels like it's clicking, man. It just feels like it's clicking.
You know, I don't think they're ever going to be in a position where like they want to focus on storylines. Like, it just doesn't seem to be their thing. Like, it's not a focus.
It's not that they don't have storylines, though. They have storylines that are good now, and they still give them proper time. It's just not every single thing in the show is a different storyline with talking segments. Yeah. Sometimes the story is just matches between the people competing to get chances at belts and shit.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And that's the thing is, that's what it would be if it was real.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's like all it would be.
Like if it's the UFC or something, you're fighting for the titles.
But pro wrestling, again, I mean, I guess it depends on your philosophy on it, but I would argue that wrestling is not a show of a sport, like a fictional sport. It's actually a show about the characters who wrestle in a fictional sport, and the fictional stories surrounding these fictional characters that are part of this fictional sport. And that's why I love Lucha Underground, because it's the most convincing way I've ever seen it portrayed in that way.
Yeah, where Lucha was like, it's just a show.
If you watch it, it's a television show like Stranger Things.
It's one of the most
whatever.
It's definitely the most like serialized. Clearly serialized wrestling shows ever.
But the thing that makes it really confusing for people is that part of that is the sporting event aspect of it. And the way they give the sporting event to the viewer is as a live sporting event.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, if you watch, what's that? What is it? Glow?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
It was like a
Chavo. Yeah. Watch that. That is no different than a WWE show. The only difference is in that it's all being told as a narrative from the future, looking back at these stories that happened, instead of watching the matches as a live show that's being broadcast.
Right.
It's a fictional show. It's just being broadcast to you as if it's live.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Even with Lucha, it wasn't live. It was
pre-taped.
Yeah,
but it's being presented like you're seeing the
show.
Actual broadcast of the weekly wrestling show of the sport.
It was really just a genius idea, I thought.
I think so too. Yeah.
But the thing is, with AEW, you can tell stories in the subtext and in the ring.
For sure.
In-ring stories can be told. Look at Ric Flair and what Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels did.
Yeah. I was going to say Hangman, the Bucks, and Kenny. When Hangman finally won the first one, and he goes to flip to do the buckshot lariat, and the Bucks are out there, but they know his journey. And there's so much storytelling happening there with zero dialogue by just showing the Bucks, who have all that history with him, seeing him, being emotional and just going, just do it, man. Yeah. Just do it.
Well, so you have Hangman when he won the title off Moxley. There was like a ton of storytelling in that
ton
match.
Of story in that.
You had even Darby winning the title had like a ton of and there was barely even it wasn't even that big of a match.
No, yeah.
So
it's not that they have none.
Right. It's done differently.
They went through a phase where the stories they were doing weren't clicking. They were still doing them, but they weren't clicking, and they were having a hard time. And
they weren't
now
convincing to the
everything point. is dialed in.
Yeah.
Whereas WWE now seems to be leaning too far past into the only entertainment era, and are having dog shit segments like that fucking Danhausen and Joe Hendry shit.
Yeah.
That was like
it's turning into more of a carnival.
Yeah, it's weird. It's been weird to see.
But I don't know. It can be done in different ways. Is basically the point.
Absolutely.
And I don't think everybody truly, as fans, understands that most of the time.
No,
you know what I mean?
There's a balance, and different shows are going to provide you different balances of stuff.
Well, that's the thing too, is AEW is the
intentionally.
Alternative. They want to be the alternative.
They want to be, so they're not doing what WWE is doing on purpose.
Right. They do pretty much the antithesis of what WWE does on weekly TV.
And right now, I'm liking what AEW is doing more. But that doesn't mean that I hate the performers in WWE, or that there's not things happening in WWE that I like.
Yeah, there's clearly some stuff I am
There's definitely still stuff I'm following and interested in, of course.
And it's just hard for me to watch a weekly show of WWE compared to watching AEW.
Yes, now it's really hard.
Like if I watch AEW, there's no, like even when there is, it's like picture in picture. You don't really have to fucking fast forward through anything.
The corporate bloatware of the broadcast, so to speak.
Like I can't even imagine
it's trash
sitting through a full Raw, like live. Like if I watch it afterwards, that's fine because I can fast forward through things or whatever.
Yeah.
But if I had to watch it live, dude, that's 3 hours of like me trying not to fall asleep.
I compare it to getting PCs by different brands. And you get something that you custom build and it doesn't have any brand ties, right?
Right.
And you get on the computer and it just has the basic shit and you just get started getting your stuff set up. Or you buy an HP computer pre-build and when you turn it on, it has HP Smart Assist, HP Smart, HP
trying to get you into like
whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Infrastructure.
There's fucking 50 HP apps, and then there's 5 Omen gaming things, and they're all melting your processing, and they all have to be removed because they're just a bloated mess being forced on you by HP.
It's to lock
That's
you
what
into,
WWE is doing right now to their wrestling.
Yeah, it's to lock you into the ecosystem.
They're going, we're going to need you to accept all this bloating in our product that is interrupting and interfering with us just making the show we actually want to make.
Yeah, and people complain about the ads and like, yeah, I definitely complain about it too.
It's another level, bro.
A lot of it isn't even third-party ads.
No,
it's for themselves. Yeah.
That's why I say that. Like they have to get out of their own way.
Yeah.
And just let the show happen.
Yeah, I get that you want to like promote SummerSlam or whatever, but it doesn't have to be between every single fucking commercial break.
There does not need, if you have a 3-hour broadcast, there does not need to be an hour of ads.
No, it just doesn't need to happen.
No,
and
you need 10 minutes of ad space per hour.
And you know what's going to happen. You know what I'm going to do is going to stopwatch and just do that when we watch SummerSlam this weekend.
Yep. Or 15 minutes of ads per hour.
And just like see how much exactly they're really taking up with their.
Yep.
Because SummerSlam is going to be loaded with ads. We know it is.
Because that means every hour you're getting 45 minutes of uninterrupted wrestling. If you only do 15 minutes of ads per hour.
It's so crazy.
But on SummerSlam,
it's
because you could that in 1 hour, that can be 2 20-minute matches, including entrances. That's good shit. But if you do a 4-hour pay-per-view broadcast and every hour has a half hour or more of ads, because that's how it was.
And it feels hacky to keep complaining about it, but like they're still doing it.
But it keeps being an issue.
Yeah, and so
we're not going to just accept that ever. So it's going to get talked about until they stop. It's going to get talked about.
Featuring wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It feels like that's the main event now.
An advertising scam, or an advertising Trojan horse.
Right.
Where the horse is pro wrestling.
But the problem is that we know it can be done the other way.
That's right. Because we're seeing AEW do it the opposite way right now.
Well, we've seen...
And we saw WWE do it the opposite way like 2 years ago.
So we know they're capable of doing that. We know what that company's capable of is the problem. That's why it's so frustrating.
That's why it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like, we know WWE can be as good as it gets.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And then it's like I watch AEW, no fucking problem, straight through. You can pay attention to the whole fucking thing, and you don't really... And
you're not even thinking about it.
Yeah. It's not throwing anything in your face. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Kyle Fletcher and Bandito, dude. Bandito
did one of the sketchiest things I've ever seen. One, we've already known he's nasty.
He is so good.
He did a fucking frog splash off the top of the turnbuckle to the outside onto the mats and landed like this.
Perfectly.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect looking.
Here's why it's not perfect looking.
The camera angle was
perfect. He did it perfect and perfectly sent his elbows and forearms into concrete like fucking 30 miles an hour from fucking 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Like, I saw that and went, if he's smart, he's never doing that again. That bump is a one and done. Or else you're begging to just fucking go, I don't have elbows that work ever again.
But it looked incredible from that angle.
Yeah,
Holy
incredible.
Shit.
But that was when I saw that, my first thought was, yep, his elbows are shattered.
Yeah. It was the coolest
spot. And he got right up, was like, I'm nasty. It was a cool spot in the whole match. Yep.
The guy's made of rubber, dude. He fucking is crazy.
He's crazy.
He is great. And I think he's one of those guys that, like, if you ask like 100 WWE fans who Bandito is,
they're going to go, nope.
Who the fuck is Bandito?
Yep.
Because he's a Ring of Honor guy, like he's a Ring of Honor champ. So
yeah, but
he gets a lot of AEW time
because he's nuts.
Yeah,
and he's clearly making his way up the roster.
Dude has so much talent.
Yeah. But but like you said, it's back to what they look at WWE and go, whatever they're doing, we're going to try not to do that. They're just ads. As a Trojan horse of wrestling or whatever, right?
Yeah.
We're going to give you a wrestling show, we swear, and then you watch it and you go, why is it just ad breaks? And then ad reads on commentary with that. They don't talk about the match. It's ad reads and then a famous guy that's not a wrestler and then commercials.
They're like, here's the upcoming pay-per-view. Here's all the podcasts we have on the WWE Podcast Network.
Yep.
Also, check out WWE Unreal on Netflix.
Also, TKO. Check out this TKO boxing match that's going on. Yeah. Also, we brought in Ryan Garcia for no reason. He's got to get interjected into what we're doing because we just can't get left alone and make our fucking show. It's gotta, everything gets tossed out and they go, you thought you were going to get to watch this lame wrestling? Well, we hate wrestling, so we just bought it so we could use it to advertise all the shit we want.
Yeah, we don't like that stuff.
Yeah. We think wrestling's for losers.
It's fake.
So it's fake. So here's the ads. Say thanks. That's what it feels like right now.
It does.
And so AEW going, we don't do what they do. A big part of that is the way they move talent up, which we touched on earlier, but it's like a guy like Bandito is the best example. He ain't waiting for a draft. There's no draft that's going to happen where they go, we called up Bandito to Raw. No, he's just going to fucking show up.
You don't have to. You just naturally.
He's just going to be in matches.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's a booker's dream, dude, because you can just naturally move guys wherever you fucking want. And
you're not on a writing team going, man.
Yeah.
Fucking this girl, like whoever.
Sitting in the boardroom going like, I think he goes over. You know what I mean? And it's like,
no. Let's have this guy come up and have a 20-minute match on cable TV with this guy that's the IC champ.
Yeah. Like, let's show people what he can do. And if there's a good response.
And it'll bring views to NXT.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're not going to do that.
No, they don't do that. I did watch Unreal, but I didn't really give a shit about it. Like,
Unreal is not helping things either.
It isn't. No.
It's not. I don't know what their goal is with it.
Yeah. I really don't either. Like,
are we really going to sit here and try to pitch the idea or believe the idea that Unreal and how overkill ad and like outside interference infested and bloated the product is in WWE right now? We're going to act like that's all a storyline work they're trying to pull off. Right. Company wide, it's an angle. We're really trying to just make you guys suffer as much as we can. It's definitely not a test to see how lazy and bloated the product can get by TKO before fans stop paying, so that they can figure out what the line is for how little they can give and how much they can take, like with everything else right now.
Yeah. You know? It's just like, I don't really know like what they're really even going for with Unreal, to be honest with. Like, what is exactly what
the idea, I think, originally is that fans want to see the behind the scenes. It's interesting to them.
Of course they do.
So they're going to show you the behind the scenes. The problem is that then anytime they show you the behind the scenes and it makes them look bad, they try to pitch this idea. What if it's what we want you to think? It's not. You're just not good at what you're doing.
Right, and that's the thing.
You're in the positions you're in because it's such a tight-knit, closed system.
Well,
I'll go apply right now. I'm going to apply for Michael Hayes' job. I bet that's available, right? I bet that's listed and you can apply to it. Or you got to know, I've known Triple H for 35 years and I just get that seat.
Yeah.
So, it has nothing to do with guys being the skilled guy that's the right guy for the job.
Yeah.
By doing the job, not by he was a champion 25, 30 years ago, but he's producing and the outcome is working.
Right.
Nope. You're not getting, how do you find that guy? Where else is he doing it? You know? So it's not the kind of job you can just go get. And there's positions for it.
Right. They're not hiring off the street.
Only hired off of reputation and legacy and nothing to do with you actually being good at doing it. And that's what makes me say, like, Unreal has exposed that a lot of these dudes behind the scenes are fucking bozos and they're trash at their job.
They're just ex-wrestlers.
And they only got it because they're ex-wrestlers that are friends with guys in positions of power that picked them.
It's just going to be the way it is, though, for a long time. That's always going to be the way it is, I think. I mean, why would
literally always going to be the way it is. I don't have a problem with it being ex-wrestlers. I have a problem with it being just you knew a guy, so you had an in.
Like, ex-wrestler is fine if you know that they know what they're doing when it comes to production.
Like, how do you vet that? How do you vet it when you're looking at guys like Michael Hayes and every idea he comes up with is bad and dated, and he's saying things that the talent just rolls their eyes at, but they don't get to say no to him because then there's politicking and it's all and everyone's in trouble and shit. How do you get a guy like that the fuck out of there? Mm-hmm. You don't ever. He's there till the day he dies. It doesn't matter how bad he is or how washed he is at his job, because Taker likes him and respects him, and Hunter likes him and respects him, and they're going to pay him to be in that spot for eternity no matter what he's contributing. Mm-hmm. He probably contributes zero.
There was a scene in
I'm not in the room, so I don't know.
In Unreal where, like, Liv was talking to Hunter backstage about, like, did we make up enough time? And this is after the Stephanie McCurr match at Mania.
Yeah.
Which was short.
Yep.
And
it's like,
so like you had to make up time in an already short match.
And why didn't for what? Yeah.
Like they only had 5 matches that night?
Yeah.
Or 4 matches?
Why were you making up time?
What are they making time for?
I don't.
Because I think we know the fucking answer, and that's a problem.
Yeah. We do know the answer.
That's a real fucking problem.
Yep.
Unless like the match before went over, but still, you still have time for another match. Like even if you eliminate 20% of the ads that you're doing, you still have another match.
It's like Bruce Pritchard. The way they present Bruce Pritchard is as a terrible stain on the product.
Yeah.
Because he's just fucking weird about timing shit.
Well, and they don't take these Unreal angles and turn them into anything because
That's what makes you go, so it's not a work then.
Right. Because
works go somewhere.
Yeah.
If they matter.
Yeah.
So if the work is we want people to think we're bad behind the scenes, what's the payoff there? Your company tanking because you're bad behind the scenes?
It just makes you look like you're bad behind the scenes.
What's the payoff?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't get it. I did like seeing some of like Rollins when he got injured and coming back.
That's the stuff that's interesting.
That's
the
what I want to see.
That's nasty.
Yes.
And their lives. But seeing like...
Yeah, I don't need to see that kind of shit.
I don't need it proved to us how bad and nepotistic and fucking...
We can already tell
like
from the product. Yeah.
Don't let us in on that because we know it's lazy and bad and misguided.
I would rather
and we know no one's going to do anything about it.
Yeah, I would much rather have you just follow, even if you did like a season of one person, just follow them, their experience and like what's going on off screen.
Unreal Seth Rollins. Yeah. And it's just him.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the way to approach it. And then even have him just like basically do a vlog. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And cut it up and edit it for Netflix.
Don't go, here's us in the booking room ever again. Because that hurt their reputation so bad.
I don't like
just
it either
seeing
way.
how bad it was in there.
Yeah. I didn't like
this person deserves a push. And they go, but why? Who are they going to face?
Well,
it doesn't matter. They're good enough. They earned it. I think they're over with the fans.
I think this season they were trying to build a lot of compassion on their end because they showed like, oh, Rollins got hurt, then Braun got hurt, then Bronson got hurt. So like they basically lost all of their vision, which I understand. Like you have a lot of plans for the vision and all of them are just, going down one after the other. That sucks, but you have to have a backup plan for this. You should have already had
your
something
backup
in place.
plan should never be the plan you just executed. So like now just trying to go, let's just go back to Roman and go back to fucking guys, no. You know what you do when all your guys go down? You finally give guys like LA Knight the fucking torch.
Not even that, but like Javon or like
that's how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to go back to guys that already did it. When those guys go out, you're supposed to go to the next generation. That's what you're building them for, is to actually fucking use them.
And allow them a chance to step up too.
So when guys get hurt, that's the lie they tell you.
Yeah. I do like what NXT did this week with what's his face there, fucking Grayson Waller.
That was sick. But sad at the same time. It's like, so this guy's been money. He's done everything you asked of him, and he hits everything he hits home runs only. The only thing he's capable of is home runs. And he never misses. So you're going to put him on NXT instead of letting him cut that pipe bomb on Raw or something.
Yeah. Well, the thing is...
Then they'd have to shorten up an ad break by 1 minute, and that just can't be done.
They let him go for 7.5 minutes or 8 minutes or something. Yeah. So... Yeah, and everybody's like, it's a pipe bomb. And it's like, well, that's not the same thing.
No.
Because they're letting him, this is a promo that they said, yes, you can do this.
Which they did with the pipe bomb. They did tell him to go do that. So in that regard, it's the same. But
it's not
everything's not a pipe bomb.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. Like, I think this was the right move to do this with Grayson because...
Me too.
I think it's good for him in a lot of ways, and he needed this bad. Honestly.
Here's where it's not.
Also,
what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He just went and called out everybody and said they're all lazy fucks.
All
right?
of the men.
So what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go out and have a match with the first guy he has a match? And they have a competitive match. Instant, you just ruined your story.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do? Smoke everybody in the.
Have to make it so he smokes everybody and moves up, or you kicked it right off the bat. It's trash.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That was the whole pitch.
Yep. The whole pitch is this guy's above this, and he's gonna get his, and he's gonna make waves. Better make him actually make waves then, instead of just going, now he had a 50-50 match with everybody.
Well, what they have to do is take a guy who they believe in, let him be in a feud with him for a while. Yes. Him and Waller need to feud. And if he comes out on top over Waller, then that's the
instant
makes him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what you need to do. But who knows that they're going to do that? I don't know. I know Sean's in charge down there, so that's possible.
Yeah, it is.
And he does seem to like allow guys to do more shit down there.
It is also on TV, which means that corporate is going to get involved.
Of course. It's on the CW. It's like, how much are you? I don't know how you even get NXT live. Like, I have to watch it afterwards.
Yeah, I only ever see it after the fact.
I don't even know how you could. I don't.
Because it used to be live on the network.
Well,
that's toast.
And that's another problem that completely was an issue. I think that hurt WWE more than they think it did.
I think WWE getting the WWE network going, the original iteration, helped the company more than they'll ever know. And selling it off in like 3 years or whatever, selling it off hurt the company more than they'll ever realize.
Yep, I think so too.
And instantly exposed that they were just going, oh, we only ever did this for greed.
Well, they had a bunch of originals too that were awesome.
Yeah, Agent Christian show that totally reeked of awesomeness. It was the greatest show of all time.
Yeah.
Table for Three was good, but the EACSTTROA was goated. That's the best show on the whole thing.
They would do the Austin podcast like after Raw. They'd be like,
"Yep,
go watch WWE Network."
Yeah, it was the best thing they did.
Yeah, that was the best time for that for sure. That it's just a shame. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
and it all became like, oh, these companies they'll pay us more, So like, why?
Yeah, so
it all became a money.
Why would they ever just not sell out?
But you could almost. I think most wrestling fans would pay $12.99 for. You could bump the price
to
up.
Get the original network back.
Oh, now you'd pay $15 for it.
I would do it.
I probably would pay. But the way they do it now is they'd have like an ad-free tier and a regular ad tier. Which they could do that too if they really had to. But I'm just spitballing. You know what I mean? I'm not in charge of this shit. But back to AEW. Again, this is another tag team match. Pac and Claudio. Against Edge and Christian, Cope and Cage. Yeah. I feel like I just need to call them Edge and Christian all the time anyway. They're never going to be Cope and Cage because that's stupid. No. But
I don't mind Cope and Cage because it's Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. Like, I don't mind. Cope and Cage, it rings. It does
Edge and Christian, though.
Edge and Christian is Edge and Christian, though?
Embedded in my mind.
Yeah.
So, but Claudio, dude, impressed me in this match because the guy just looks so smooth all the time in the ring.
That's so funny to say.
And
he really impressed me in this. I just like, you think
he's
bro?
Just
it's Claudio.
Yeah, he's just like, but it's unbelievable. What age is he now?
Oh, I don't know.
He doesn't look like he's changed at all.
No,
Everything's so smooth.
No. He's Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He is Mr. Perfect too. He reminds me of like. He just doesn't seem possible.
He's 45.
He's 45 and he's in this shape and he works this level. It just doesn't even seem real.
Yeah. I mean, dude, everything
Look
is just
at
crisp.
him.
Yeah. And he's in great shape.
And he looks massive next to everybody on the roster.
Yep.
It says he's 6'5", but dude, he looks absolutely
gigantic.
Pac
is like a great tag team, dude.
Yeah,
they work
amazing.
Together really well. And
I can't think of a time that Claudio didn't work for me. Like I've never seen this guy in anything where I wasn't like, yep, I'm obsessed with this guy.
He's so convincing.
Yep. He's so good. Everything he does is perfect.
Yeah. He's a badass dude. I fucking love him.
One of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
And like underutilized guys ever.
Yeah, it really is a shame that he never went anywhere further than he did in
WWE. Yeah. But in AEW, it's currently still a shame that are they not using him in a main event level?
He's still part of a faction, and it's not really what he should be doing.
He deserves and should be in the main event title picture.
Yeah, I get it. On the Death Riders actually is a good spot for some of these guys.
It is, though.
Like later
I'm
on,
not knocking, he doesn't need to leave the Death Riders, but he deserves to get a shot for once.
More singles matches and things.
Yeah.
But the Death Riders is a great spot. Like if I'm 45, I'm like, dude, this is like a great spot for me because I can wrestle some tag matches. I can wrestle a singles match once in a while on TV and still be like part of major storylines.
He's constantly involved in storylines.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, and that's fucking sweet.
Yeah,
and
he has a good gig.
The rest of the time, I can shoot pre-recorded backstage type of shit.
Yes.
And maybe I don't even have to say anything. Just stand there and look like a badass.
Looking hard.
Yeah. Like,
he's the most believable guy in the Death Riders.
Yeah, that's a great fucking gig, dude.
Yep.
I would take that in a fucking
To
minute.
me, he's the secret weapon of the entire faction, because if you have to have a workhorse match where you like if they're testing Osprey and he's running through and he has to have a match with all of them to get in or some shit, right? Which he's already in, but it's like kind of back and forth. He keeps having these like turmoil moments. Yeah. But if they would have done the story where it's like, we gotta test you, and you have him like have to work his way through everyone to eventually face Moxley at the end, right? Who's the final test? The test right before Mox, it has to be, now we need to know what level you're actually at with all this. And you have him have a match with Claudio.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like the right-hand man.
He's the right-hand man. He's the
I mean, I would argue
real test.
Yeah. In the structure, like it almost feels, I don't know. I don't know what the like hierarchy would look like.
I don't know that there is one.
There isn't, but
I think that's
Marina Shafir is like the second tier, like in command.
But also, it seems like the way Mox is trying to present it is like there isn't necessarily a leader.
They're a brotherhood.
They're a brotherhood of talent with a shared mindset in how it's supposed to be done. Yeah. That's what it kind of seems like they're supposed to be.
Yes.
And they're there to hold other talent to their standard and see if they can handle it.
And if things get out of hand, then
it's a cool faction.
I like the idea.
Now it's a cool ass faction.
Yeah.
They have that really ironed out now.
It took them a minute to get into it.
A few minutes, yeah. But whatever, Yeah. I'm just glad they got it to where it is now. It's so much better.
Couple other things that happened, obviously, like the Jericho and Ciampa match was fucking wild with the drill. The drill spot was crazy.
What the
what
hell?
Even was that? There was a spot where Jericho like stabs him on the turnbuckle with a pen or something.
I love Jericho. I wonder how many of those ideas they must have been sitting in the back, geeking, being like, "Brother, you think I could use a drill?"
That's the Unreal that I want to see.
That's what I want to see is those two guys figuring that match out. Had to be hilarious. But it was crazy.
Yeah. Jericho jumped through the table, the barbed wire table, and his arms like stuck on the. You can see his skin.
How crazy that he's still going all out on these the shit at his age.
That's what I mean.
Because he's in his 50s.
Yeah, Jericho's a fucking badass, man.
He's having a great run now that he's back too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like sometimes it's like, okay, that was stupid.
Sure.
There's certain spots, but like the matches are fun. I don't care. Hardcore matches are fun.
Dude, I geek watching Danhausen.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be this
all
gritty. It's all good. It's all good. I just want to see that stuff. I want to see wrestling product.
Yeah.
At the baseline,
Andrade won the national championship.
Yes,
that was great too.
Huge. Dude, he's finally breaking through.
Yep. I think he deserves it, dude.
Like at a new level. He does deserve it. Yes. He's very good.
Yep. Undeniable, dude.
Undeniable.
Willow Nightingale won the title off of Attack.
Yes. Dude, that was surprising, but really good. I like Willow.
Yeah.
And I like her feud with Mercedes. Mm-hmm. I think that's good stuff.
I think this is a transitional title
I think it's going to get, I think Mercedes is finally going to win it off Willow. Sure. Yeah.
I think that's the way that goes.
We don't know. Like, they could surprise us and swerve it and go, we're having Willow win. She's the real deal, and give her a real run. Who knows?
I thought Tekla was great with the belt.
Me too. Me too. We consistently talk about how Tekla was nasty.
I thought she was great. And, well, she still is, but
she still is.
She was really great in that run.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I might go to Mercedes eventually, and then maybe you could have a Tekla Mercedes thing, or Tony Storm comes back.
I was going to say, Mercedes wins it. Guess who comes back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that might be the direction they're going to go.
That would be good.
I think Willow has a lot of...
Willow.
Yeah.
She doesn't need a long reign. Being a transitional champ still makes you a champ forever. And she is now that level because she's had it.
Like, a lot of fans like her, especially coming back after the injury and stuff like that. That's where she's got all this fan support.
She's got a lot of momentum, and she is good. So
she is good, yeah. I just don't. It's like, I know that there's main event women that are like,
there's women that are gonna need to be in the matches. Real thing, and she can be one of them if she's working programs with those with that talent.
Yeah.
She can be one of them. That's fine.
I think she's close. I don't see her at that level.
I don't think she's a Tony Storm or Sasha or Mercedes or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean she won't get there. And being a transitional champ is a really big, important step in that. Well, it's testing out. Are you able to do it?
Goes on your resume anyway.
Yes. So it's like Darby Allin. He had the belt, and it wasn't for a long time. But what he did in that short time elevated him massively. He made a big impact with that belt.
Yes.
And it instantly changed perception of him forever. And now if he wins the belt again, nobody's going to go, he finally did it.
Yeah.
Or, oh my God, I can't believe he is the champ. They're going to go, dude, here we go. Last time he burned the fucking brakes out.
Yeah.
The last time he was champ, all he did was go, every single week I'm having the craziest match of the night and I'm going to kill myself in the fucking ring. And whoever gets it from me is going to have to take it out of my dead hands.
Yeah.
And then MJF was like, sounds good to me, brother. Let's take that title on those hands.
He helped Kevin Knight a lot, too.
He did. I think so. And now Kevin Knight's on fire. He's doing a lot of stuff.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Kevin Knight's great. And I think some people aren't sold on him yet, but I think at a certain point you can't really deny that.
Yeah, kid. But the same thing happens with an AEW regularly as they move talent into new slots. Not even necessarily main event, but just whenever they give guys a chance to show that they're at another level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it works though. Fans are going to go, well, I've only been seeing this guy do whatever.
Yeah.
So why do I care? He's going to show you why you care.
Well, that was was Kenny Omega and Kevin Knight.
Yep.
That was a good match too.
He showed you to care.
Omega's fantastic, dude.
Shocker.
And Kevin's fucking there, man. I think he is.
Yes. But that's how you do it. He doesn't have to win the match.
No,
it's not about winning the belt. It's about being showcased at that tier.
Yeah. Agreed. I have a question. What the fuck happened to Jordan Grace? Where did she go?
I don't know. Dude.
Does anybody know?
She came in and they've just done nothing with her and she's fucking nasty. Why is she not feuding for the women's title in WWE on the main roster?
That they replaced her archetype with somebody? Like, do you think like Jade takes that away or somebody that's...
No. I just think they don't know what to do with her. Nobody's writing for her, so they're just letting her sit on the bench and do nothing for money.
Because she's not injured.
No, and she's one of the best right now. So how are you not using her?
So, yeah.
Why is she not feuding with somebody for a world title?
Yeah, I thought about it the other day. I was like, remember Jordan Grace?
And she came in with so much momentum.
Yeah.
How is she not being used?
That's the problem is now you're going, remember Jordan Grace. Like, it shouldn't be that. She should be like at least in some sort of mid-card picture here.
She's one at this point, I'm like, if this is happening already to her, just let her go to AEW as fast as you can and she'll come in and go, I'm in the main event women's roster scene now. Mm-hmm. I'm main eventing for the title with Tony Storm.
I mean, again, it's like they have so many matches weekly that they can fit these people in here. WWE doesn't have enough matches. So you have people like Jordan Grace that could be in a spot. When Naomi comes back, they got to put her somewhere. Like, they need more slots to be able to
for
put people
matches.
in. Yes, not slots for Joe Hendry and Danhausen.
No.
So like,
or Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, like, well, yeah. I just don't understand. They just need more matches over there. Just more matches. I don't even care if they keep doing the ads. Put ads as a banner at the bottom. If you give me another match, that's all.
Yeah,
it's gonna help you. Even if you throw a tag team match, it's gonna help you. It really is.
It's so exhausting.
I can't even. Yeah, I don't even. It's at a certain point, it's too much to even fucking complain about.
And it's a bummer because of the fact that, like we said earlier, like we like it.
Yeah,
we want to support it. We've seen it be the best it's ever been within the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So whatever has to happen behind the scenes and corporate to stop it from being like this and make it go back to how it was for WrestleMania 40, do whatever it is, you do that. You know?
And if you're new to the show, it's like, this isn't some tribalism thing. Like, we've gone, if you go back and watch, like,
you
all
will
we
see
did was talk about
entire
WWE.
months where all we did was talk about everything good going on in WWE
and like
and everything bad going on in AEW.
Yes.
Because it was bad.
So the tribalism argument never makes sense to me.
No.
There's plenty of things that AEW does where you think it's questionable. Like, I've had a lot of times where I'm like, they should have gone this way and made this a storyline.
Yep.
And they just didn't do it. Or like, you have matches that start off a show way too strong and they should have been later weighed into the end of the show.
And that's like growing pains.
It's just
product.
Part of the booking. There's booking.
It's like 5 years old now.
You can criticize any company's booking.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. But that's subjective to an extent. We try to just call out the stuff that we like subjective.
Or we don't like.
We like or don't like, but also like fundamentally painful baseline atrocities to wrestling.
Yeah.
And that's why we keep focusing so hard on WWE's situation with its corporate structure right now and the ads shit. And like I said, it feels like a fucking Trojan horse where the horse in this case is a pro wrestling show. And then the guts that they're sneaking in, that is the scam inside of it, is just TKO going, let's use this to get this audience to pay attention to our other shit.
Yeah.
And we don't give a fuck about the wrestling show. We're just trying to make you watch this boxing match.
Yeah.
It's like,
so again, like, if you're still new to the show, we're talking about everything wrestling. This isn't a WWE podcast.
No.
It's not an AEW podcast.
No, it's just whatever is interesting to us in wrestling.
We try to watch all of it. And like, I even watch Ring of Honor. I actually been watching a lot of Ring of Honor just because I love the Outrunners.
Yeah.
That's literally the main
reason.
reason.
Outrunners they're the draw.
I think actually that's a good reason to keep them on Ring of Honor, is to keep people watching Ring of Honor.
Yep.
And, I've posted about the Outrunners and people tend to agree. They're like, yeah, dude, they should be on Collision like pretty regularly.
Now, having said that,
so now we're going to talk about SummerSlam because it's coming up this weekend.
So 2 weeks ago, we talked about SummerSlam and there was like no matches set.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of work to make this better. And there's some really good matches now.
I would hope so because it's fucking in 2 days.
So now we've got Liv versus Io for the world title, guaranteed. Oba versus Lesnar, Hell in a Cell.
It'll probably be 6 minutes long, though.
Yes, that's the problem. Punk versus Cody, absolutely guaranteed to be a banger, and it's guaranteed to get its time because they're guys in a position where they can go, we're going to go however long we want.
And they'll probably go overtime, and then this next 6 man tag match is going to be...
LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. Well, this isn't necessarily the order of matches, is it?
No.
Okay,
I don't think it's...
Hard subject to change, That 6 man, like this wicked sad version of the Bloodline, although it's Jacob Fatu with the Usos, cool. How they got there, having Jacob just go, I submit, I'll be in the team. Okay. Yeah, that made sense.
That didn't make any sense. I don't know what was going on with Fatu. They just decided to do that.
But Solo Sikoa right now as a baby face is a god. God. He's doing his best work right now.
Well, a couple weeks ago, I talked about how I watched the Raw Netflix debut.
Yeah.
And how good Solo was.
Yeah.
At the time.
We're literally just talking about it. Now, this time he comes out, he does the fucking pew, pew, pew shit. And dude, He's so good.
He's really got a great character, and what's beautiful
Yes.
about it is that he can just be himself and goof around.
Yeah.
And it
A lot
makes
of
it-
people are making comparisons to The Rock when he first turned heel, and he was free
right
to be himself.
Yeah, I
and
can see that.
talk shit to people.
Yeah, I like that.
I agree with that. Royce Keys, I love. I'm happy to see him in the mix with the real guys.
It's nice to
Yes.
actually have him.
and LA Knight. Like this match right here, it's weird seeing LA Knight, Solo, and Royce together, but it's been good.
The actual match, when you look at it, you're like, what the
You're
fuck
going, why?
is going
But
on?
the way it came together is good.
I think for me, it's more, I want to see these guys in this spot. That's all.
Yes. Gunther versus Nick Aldis, hands down, that's the match I'm the most excited for all
It's
weekend.
so crazy.
It's not close.
Yeah.
Not close. I've been waiting years for this.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis, when he came in as a GM, I was like, oh, this guy's a former world champion.
Yeah, he was an NWA
Like,
champion.
this guy is a big deal.
Yeah.
And AP in the same regard was a former NWA world champion, I believe.
Yeah.
But he was a wicked big deal, legendary big deal. Like he's one of those OGs from like the Punk Samoa Joe era of Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Whereas Nick Aldis, I don't believe came from that era. He's
No.
from a different path, but he's that level though.
I
For
think
sure.
this is gonna be an interesting match.
That has the possibility of being the best match of the whole weekend.
Yeah, I think it does. But I mean, Gunther's gonna go over probably.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested in the perfect that story.
Yeah. And then the Bella
Gunther
twins.
is one of the best like in-ring storytelling
undeniable.
guys.
He's one of the best guys in the company.
It's perfect guy for that.
The Bella twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence, I also like for one reason. One, it's just cool seeing Bella Twins and Paige together. They're like OGs of the women's revolution, so that's
Yeah.
cool. But also just seeing Fatal Influence get used at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, good. However, that match is going to be 3 minutes long, and we just all know it.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know what I
definitely
mean?
not going to be the main event.
And it's going to be the like Nikki Bella or somebody getting a pin, and they're just
What
going to
is
bury the fuck
this
out
would
of
be
them.
the main probably, right?
That's most likely the main, if I
Uncle
had
Cody.
to guess. Yeah. Yes.
Oba and Lesnar will probably be somewhere
That might
in the
actually
middle.
open the card. Oba and Lesnar. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. 'Cause you
Lesnar
get
likes
this-
to open cards and go home.
Yeah, and you get the sell out of
Not
the
a
way.
knock on him. I get it.
Yeah.
You know?
You do all the
And
sell shit. Set
You
that
get the
up.
sell shit out of the way.
Remember what was the one? I think was it War Games where they couldn't like open the door or
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah,
So
one of
then
them.
you can get the sell out of the way and avoid any technicalities or any
Yeah,
of this bullshit.
yeah.
Get it all done.
For sure. Night 2. I'm excited for this. We know about Roman and Seth, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Penta and Chad Gable is guaranteed to be one of the best matches of the entire weekend. Obvious. We all know that. That's such a no-brainer. It's sickening.
Yeah, that's gonna be godly.
Yep.
As long as they're allowed to do their shit, you know. What I
Same
mean?
with Sammy versus Finn for the number one contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. That's also guaranteed.
Yeah.
Trick versus Baron Corbin for the U.S. title is also that's pretty cool. I'm not opposed to that.
I like Baron Corbin a lot, dude.
I
He's
like
great.
Baron Corbin a lot.
His
Cool seeing him back.
His signature move is one of the coolest.
End of
things.
days, one of the coolest
Yeah,
finishers
it's so
ever.
Cool.
But we're jumping around a bit. We'll go back up. Penta and Chad Gable's wicked cool. I love that. I love Chad Gable. I don't like that they changed his theme. That's a joke. You just give him fucking
that was so stupid.
some random Kurt
Don't
Angle
do
theme
that.
only.
I think Chad needs to win the title here.
I do too. I think it's a big deal.
I
And
think
I think
it's-
he will.
Important that he does.
Yeah.
This 5-way ladder match is probably going to be cooler than it.
I think this is going to steal the show.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it say versus Julia or Lash Legend though? That's weird to me.
There's some sort of stipulation going on. Isn't there? Like,
but either way, the rest of the people
I
in
think
that
there's a
match are
match-
so guaranteed.
wait,
dude.
what's today? Today's Thursday.
Yeah.
There's probably a
probably
qualifying
match
match or
tomorrow that
something.
will determine that.
Yeah.
But Tiffy, like Jade's been great. Like Jade's fine, but Tiffy, Chelsea, and Charlotte are so guaranteed to carry the weight.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
that's
shame.
going to be so insane.
The Chelsea thing always bothered me, especially with Unreal last season. when they talked about how she wasn't.
I hope she wins.
I
legit hope she wins and is the interim WWE Women's Champion.
She was so hot when she had that gimmick with the U.S. title.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I cannot tell you how bad I hope she wins that match.
Yeah. She was like a big deal. And I think she should be.
This shit is so...
The human money's on a pole
shot.
is godly.
Human money's on a pole match. Winner will keep the $100,000 Danhausen stole.
Yeah.
So he stole $100,000
money.
and they're having a human money's on a pole match. And him and Dom, like this, I guarantee you this is hysterical. Mm-hmm. There's no way it's not going to be. And people are looking at what Danhausen's doing. Like the segment with him and Joe Hendry was wicked bad, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And people are saying, like, did they jump the shark? And I'm going, here's the thing. That's not good. But that's what Danhausen is.
Right.
He's trying to do not good for the joke.
To be fair, it's Joe Hendry and Danhausen are both they're wrestlers secondarily.
Yes.
They're entertainment gimmicks.
Yes,
you know?
but Danhausen's whole shtick is that he's lampooning all of the absurd, stupid shit about wrestling in the past.
Sure.
It's why he came out of a fucking casket with like no smoke and little people.
Yeah.
And came out and everyone just went, huh? That's the most Danhausen shit ever. He wants you to see what he's doing and go.
So here it is. Yeah. Huh? There is actually a qualification.
There is. Yeah. Match. I like this. Yep. And look at who they've had in this tournament too. They had JC Jane, they had Kiana James. That's awesome. Nia Jax. Charlotte won by DQ somehow and Jade won by DQ against Nia Jax. That's hysterical.
Yeah.
So Nia's going to be somewhere in the mix then. Guaranteed she's going to be involved
just show
somehow.
up. Sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. Because she's with Lash, isn't she? Which they're good together.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might see just Dom win that match anyway.
Probably. But even if he doesn't, who cares?
Yeah, Danhausen's
dude, a win and loss in a human money's on a pole match
right.
is not the part we care about. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not even thinking about who's winning. You know who's going to win that match? Hopefully me as a fan.
Yeah.
Because something shot and hilarious goes down.
These are my favorite type of shit. Like, I love when they just have a match that they just come up with. Like what was the one we talked about last time? Hollywood Backlot, bro.
Yeah, yep. The problem with this, like, and they're doing on a poll to lampoon all the pole matches in WCW when fucking what's his face was there. But having said that, my fear with that is that Ryan Garcia is going to be involved somehow because they go, you will never let something, there is not going to be a chance. SummerSlam happens and they don't force down our throats. There's got to be one bad pop country artist no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah.
There's got to be one bad rapper no one gives a fuck about.
And then an athlete of some sort.
And then some random TKO signed athlete that no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah, that does have to happen.
It is happening because it's SummerSlam. Probably both nights.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping that somebody is sitting in the commentary booth that they acknowledge, and then it never gets talked about.
We get another one of those. Yeah. Here's a rich guy that just paid in, so he gets to sit here.
That's godly. I really hope that happens again.
Yep, this guy has shares in the company, so he gets to sit here. We're going to tell you his name. We can't even tell you what he does.
We don't
because he doesn't.
We're just
going to go. We've got Mark Johnson here. Okay, okay.
He does money stuff.
That to me was the most telling and disappointing moment in WWE broadcasting history.
That was the sign for me.
That was it. When we saw a question mark guy get camera time, and they didn't even have the ability to tell us why he's there.
Yeah, like before
that's when I go.
Before that, I was like,
bad backstage shit happening.
Yeah. I think before that moment, I was like, this is not a good WrestleMania. And then after that moment, I was like, this is a bad WrestleMania.
This is like next level bad. As soon as, and we all in the room watching it we all looked at each other like, we all know what that means.
Yeah.
We all know what that means.
I looked at everybody and like, we were all like, huh?
Yeah.
What just happened? I was like, did anybody else just see what just happened?
Yeah.
Because that made absolutely no sense and didn't need to happen at all.
Yeah, and we would, dude. Everybody at our squad watching it, we were just like, "Here we go, it's going down the toilet."
Because we had already been talking about the way it was going before that WrestleMania.
Yep. But as soon as you take a random guy and you let him pay you enough so that he gets to sit at the commentary booth and get
the fact
his
that
name
seat,
called out on air,
the fact that
Mania,
that seat is even available,
and the fact that seat's even available to anyone, no matter who they are, is the most unacceptable shit.
it's the most we'll do whatever for money type of.
To me, it screams, this guy's on the board and we can't tell you that. And we can't tell you what he does and why he's getting to sit here right now. But the real reason why is he's on the board, he's a shareholder, and he demanded
some
it.
sort
And
of
we
pull,
have
right.
to say yes.
He's a whale shareholder.
He's a whale shareholder who we have to say yes
I almost
to.
guarantee it because
If it's
when
not
I looked
that,
him up,
then TKO went, we'll sell Dana White is at a casino doing cocaine and beating his wife on camera or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of his fucking gambling addict casino owner buddies or whatever went, I'll give TKO 500 grand right now if I can sit at the booth and you guys call me out. And they went, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
When I looked him up after the show, he was like he did like a wood recycling business or some bullshit.
Yeah. What?
And I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
So why?
Yeah. Well, there's a clip on our channel if you want to go back and like listen to us talk about it more, because we did talk about it like after it happened.
Yeah, that's true. How could you not?
It was so weird if you don't have any idea what we're talking about.
So we're definitely going to see that again at SummerSlam.
I kind of, I'm kind of expecting that to happen, unless it's WrestleMania again, but it's going to have to happen at some point.
It's going to happen again where they put a guy at commentary.
And they're like, hey,
they film him. They put him on the air.
Tell you who
they
he
don't
is,
let him
kind of.
talk. They
give
tell
you
you
his
his name. They don't tell you why he's there or what he does or how he matters. And they move on. You never hear about him again on the broadcast.
See, I don't have a problem with a guy like buying a spot at the commentary table for a match.
Here's the problem.
But when
I have a problem if he doesn't get a mic.
Yeah,
give him a mic. You want to be at the table? You better broadcast and embarrass yourself and ruin your reputation.
Yeah, and I don't. It just felt weird that they named him and were like, he's here, and then no one knows who he is.
To
and
me,
then the match
you know
started.
what you do with that guy instead? You have him sit in a fucking chair over with the bellkeeper and shit.
Yeah.
Because they never have told us the bellkeeper's name or what he
That's
does
the
one time.
ringside
Just
seat.
put him the fuck over there.
Yeah.
Why does he get to sit and distract and sit with the broadcast team?
It was fucking weird.
It was borderline Epstein shit. Where you're going, who's this guy?
Yeah.
What
did he do
scotchy, illegal, despicable shit does he have on people in the company that allowed him to get to sit there?
Yeah.
Because it cannot be, there's no way, it's just hard for me to believe the company's that bad off that they would even allow a guy to pay his way into the broadcasting seat. That's legit despicable.
It is crazy.
It's so crazy to me.
Yeah, that blew me away.
Yep. Amazing place to end. Talking about the question mark guy with the logging company or whatever. That sounds real. He's definitely not a money launderer or some shit, you know.
He's got to be doing something.
Obviously, I don't know this guy and everything I'm saying is speculatory, but
I would put money on the fact that
I would put money on the fact that the
weird.
reason he's at that booth is because he's something sketchy.
Yeah, or somebody's toes got sucked or something.
Yeah, something bad that nobody wants to know about is going. And of course it is. Of course it is. You know what I mean? But who knows? Hopefully we see another one. That's a thing that Danhausen needs to shit on. That's his type of play.
Yeah, acknowledge that or something.
Yep.
But yeah, SummerSlam this weekend, it's both days, which I kind of hate.
I
honestly.
also am growing less of a fan of the 2 days.
I guess
let me just plan my whole weekend around your shit,
yeah,
guys.
like fucking come on, dude. I get it with Mania, but like SummerSlam 2 is kind of also fucking, I don't know. It's a little too much.
We've always said we like the way pay-per-views go on AEW more. When they were at their worst and their most confused and lost, they were still putting on pay-per-views that were like 5 hours long and had every match was 45 minutes. It was insane. And
they
every
didn't
single
need 2
match was
nights to do
memorable
it.
and shit.
Yeah.
And
You
they
don't
didn't
need
need
2
2 nights to do it.
That's the reality. Is
And they didn't have to pay some question mark guy to sit at the booth, or he paid them.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just don't need the 2 nights if you do it right.
No.
But company's too big. The company's too big to do it now. So,
Yeah. I think the worst thing they ever did was go public the first time. I think from then on, it's always been the battle of how do we get to do what we know we're supposed to do.
Yeah, you could trace it back to that too. I wouldn't be.
And that was so much longer ago. And they've had good times since, but they're just always going to be at the mercy of fucking people that aren't the creative director.
Yeah.
And you'll never have a company work where the guys who aren't good at anything and they just have money get a say in anything going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when's the last time you saw a CEO in a company these days who was worth jack shit other than he's just like, well, I'm just the rich guy that all the money goes to me.
I get to be the
What do
rich
you
guy.
do all day?
Yeah.
Oh, I cheat on my wife and I do hard drugs and I fuck kids and I fucking sit in my best office in the building and I do nothing and get everything.
Yeah. I hang out for a
That's like what a CEO's job is today.
Yeah, he goes, what do you mean? I'm a CEO.
I'm a CEO.
That's what I do.
You guys get underpaid and overworked, and I take all the money.
Yeah.
And then you all have to say gratuitous thanks to me.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, enjoy SummerSlam.
Yeah. Having said, but all seriousness, enjoy SummerSlam.
I mean,
SummerSlam's cool. I'm sure we're going to see good wrestling at it still.
Yeah,
in between ad breaks and whatever, but
right.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's a lot of food because
that's we will have food.
Yeah.
We will have food. We're good, but
that's the key is have food for your ad
have
breaks.
food and friends. If you can be around friends and watch it, it makes it a lot better.
It makes it more tolerable. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. We appreciate the hell out of you. Yeah, we're always live on
we're always live.
YouTube.
We go live
Twitch.
once every 2 weeks.
When we do the show, we're
when
live.
we do the show, it's always live. Yeah.
So check us out when you can. If not, we're everywhere else.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time. Peace out.